funniest fail of 2025 to the dumbest human on earth. These are crazy moments that will make your jaw drop. But before the video starts, if you don't like in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen. I think bro might be on the wrong side of the fence. This guy is more talented than my entire family tree. Why is bro acting like his boat hasn't entirely sunk? Only a couple people in the world could say that a cat dive bombed them. Honestly, it looks like she shouldn't have even been there in the first place. At the beginning, I was wondering when she was gonna stop walking. That Pac-Man might be the best motivation to keep running. People who create hairstyles like this actually need to get their license taken away.
Oh my god, bro.
If I was the guy sitting down, this would probably be the most embarrassing moment of my life. Props to her to actually trusting that guy to not smack her in the head. Something tells me she wasn't expecting a cake to fly at her at 50 miles an hour. This has gotta be 1,000,000 times harder than flipping a water bottle. Why does this car look like it's straight out of a kid's coloring book? As soon as she stubbed her toe, it looks like she gave up on everything. Even this massive animal was actually surprised with his trick. He simultaneously hit an insane trick and got the best picture for his Instagram. I actually can't believe he really thought he could slide down that and land it. Did anyone else get pranked by this video too?
Look how pretty the moon is out tonight. That's Burger King.
Experiencing 2 massive fails within 1 second like this has to be a terrible feeling. I can't blame them because I'd react that exact way if a creature like that jumped at me.
Hello there.
I definitely don't speak his language, but I know exactly what he's saying. This has gotta be the cleanest backflip I've seen in my entire life. Falling asleep and waking up with an entire month of food in your net has to be a crazy feeling. Even though it's funny, I'd probably never do this to my friends. I have a feeling this guy is definitely gonna be hired by Red Bull pretty soon. Even though this guy wasn't officially in the race, he still decided to race these pro bikers and he was actually able to keep up. The way he jumped is actually the funniest thing I've seen today. I'd actually be lying if I said that I've seen a better costume than this one. I know bro's neighbors underneath him actually hate him. I find it hard to believe that these 2 people ordered enough fries for 100. Imagine owning a store and having to worry about crows stealing all your food. I'm not sure what he's wearing, but I definitely want some of them. It actually blows my mind with how long it took for her to notice it. Only in Florida would you see 2 people like this in the middle of a swamp. Did this guy somehow accidentally pull the extra hand prank on himself? I honestly can't even decide which fight is more entertaining. I'm pretty sure whoever's driving the boat knew exactly what they were gonna do. How much would you have to get paid to walk around for a week with this hairstyle? There's no way I would have guessed what everybody was running away from. Imagine being the guy in the white shirt and then getting blamed for all of this.
Oh
I really aspire to have as chill a life as this dove has. Only a dad would be able to stop something like this flying at them so quickly.
It was going right for the kids, and he saved them.
I have a feeling that the police are gonna show up relatively soon.
It's for the wave.
Getting wiped out by two waves going in opposite directions has to be super rare.
I'm dying.
Never let a dog around a yoga ball because there's a good chance they'll do something like this. Some people have the funniest reactions to this massive room that is made of screens. Whoever shot those things directly at the drone definitely did it on purpose. She almost had one of her coolest videos ever and then she turned it into a double fail. This is one of the coolest party tricks you could ever learn, but you can never turn around while doing it. You know bro's super rich when the door of his Lamborghini gets ripped off and he doesn't even care. After watching this short clip, I feel like I could watch 10 hours of this because it's so satisfying. This guy was way too smart for a prank to actually work on him. As soon as I saw the ramp, I knew bro was done for. This girl needs to enter a competition because she has the best accuracy out of anyone I've ever seen. He had so many chances to save himself, but he still decided to keep on holding it. Whoever owns those eggs is gonna be so confused when they get back.
Bye.
I can't decide if this gaming setup is good or actually just a terrible idea. Never eat this close to a wild monkey because they'll definitely take it away from you. Is this guy's sense of balance the worst you've ever seen? The guy in the black shirt fishing is easily the most dedicated fisherman I've ever seen. I actually feel so bad for the guy on the left because he was completely innocent. I want to believe this video is real, but it's unfortunately impossible for her to be this accurate with her eyes closed. Imagine being pulled by a boat on a tube like this when all of a sudden you take flight and it doesn't go down. The fact that the little guy in the orange shirt was able to do it and she wasn't is kind of embarrassing. I'd have to get paid $1,000 to be launched into the air like this guy. Alaska is really a crazy place because this is the only place you'd ever see someone leave a restaurant in an airplane. I guarantee he's never snowboarding again after this. The face she made mid-air is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I had no idea transferring a skateboard mid-air to another person was even possible. Imagine having to explain to your boss that this is why you were late for work.
Hello there.
I actually feel so bad for the guy who slipped. These are definitely the most interesting homemade sunglasses I've seen.
So wear sunglasses.
Huh?
Imagine coming back to your car and seeing there's a massive bear right above it. If that were me, I'd probably quit gymnastics after this. I don't know whether the guy jumping or the guy who dropped the can at the perfect timing is more impressive. I really don't think this video could have gone any worse. The guy driving this boat definitely needs to go back to Mrs. Puff's class. Would you ever go on a rock water slide that goes into skinny caverns like this? The hamburger looked so good, I didn't even realize they were surfing while cooking it. I'm getting the feeling that this little guy might not ever be a pro. This guy got into an orb at the beach and immediately had a terrible time. This guy is probably one of the coolest people in the country. Imagine if the wind got stronger and he kept going up. I really don't blame them for reacting like that, cause I would have reacted way worse. This guy is driving like he was born attached to a bicycle. The fact that it happened twice makes this video 10 times better. Even though it's probably completely safe, there's zero chance I'd ever do something like this. The fact that he slapped it afterwards is definitely my favorite part. There was definitely a 0.01% chance of this ever happening. Seeing how massive a polar bear looks in person makes me a lot more scared of them. It took me 2 watches to even understand what was going on with this truck. The kids sitting down were probably so scared after seeing that. How much would you have to get paid to go down this massive ramp into a pond? I knew it was gonna go bad, but I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. These guys must have time traveled to get this extremely weird but futuristic vehicle. Even though it was his first time on a train, I feel like that isn't the best excuse. There's absolutely zero chance that she's ever gonna get it back. I just want to know how bro ended up getting out of there. These guys came up with the weirdest ways that I've ever seen to play ping pong. Imagine trying to propose to your girlfriend when all of a sudden you get ripped away by the wind and lose the ring like this guy.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh my god.
Even though we've come super far with AI, they still can't figure out how to get up steps. I was waiting for a fail, but I definitely didn't expect that. The level of precise you have to achieve to be able to do something like this while flying hundreds of feet in the air is next level. How did this fail turn into the biggest win these guys have ever experienced? These massive wind tunnels look super fun, but there's still no way I'd dive into one like this crazy guy. Getting scared by something you're controlling is next level crazy. These things look super fun, but what happens if you get turned upside down and no one's around? I always see seagulls stealing a bunch of things, but I've never seen it steal a $1,200 phone like this one. Is this one of the worst ways in the world to be waken up? If I spent 30 minutes cooking dinner for this to happen, I'd be so angry. This is the perfect video for the saying, like father, like son. I just want to know why they have this massive robot in their garage. This guy somehow avoided having the biggest scare of his entire lifetime.
Hello?
Even after watching 3 times, I still can't even figure out who's driving this. The fact that he almost fell made this look even more impressive. Clearly trying to do a skateboard trick with rollerblades on is a terrible idea. I really didn't expect her face to become so creepy after this. I'm really just trying to figure out how he's ever gonna be able to turn it off. Whoever's driving that boat is either Captain Jack Sparrow or they've never been on a boat in their lives. I think the last thing I'd do with a random snake after spotting it in the ocean is grabbing it like this guy.
I'm dying. Help me.
This little guy's actually fighting for his life to stay on it. Is this the best gaming setup location in the entire world? He almost pulled an Indiana Jones move until the tree snapped. I think she was mad that there wasn't any candy inside. Apparently the roles are gonna reverse and his daughter's gonna have to teach him how to throw. I've shown bioluminescent algae on this channel many times before, but it's because I think it's one of nature's coolest phenomena. I don't even know how it's physically possible that they kept all that speed for so long. If this isn't the coolest remote control air vehicle that you've ever seen, then I want to know what is. You have to be super talented to be able to turn random junk into a whole set of instruments. If this guy wasn't trained by Peter Parker, then I might actually be surprised. Seagulls laughing at another seagull's fail might be the funniest thing I've seen this year.
Whoa.
This is actually hell on earth, and I can't imagine the feelings this guy is experiencing right now. This guy went on a slide off of his cruise ship and saw the worst thing ever under the water. This boat really looks like something straight out of One Piece. How does someone even find out that they're able to do something like this? I wasn't sure exactly what he was doing until he got up and showed what was inside of his shirt. You'd actually have to pay me $100 to let my friends spin me on one of these things. I don't know if these cars are crazy or just thrill seekers, but I'd never be that close to such a massive tornado. A parrot in New Zealand stole this couple's camera and got some of the craziest footage they could ever get. I didn't even know this was possible, and next time I go to the beach, I'm definitely doing this. I don't think this video could have gone any worse. They tried to get a cute video under the waterfall just for this to happen.
Help me.
I just want to know what he thought was gonna happen. The fact that he has to pay again just for this actually sucks. I don't know what I was expecting to be holding that stick, but it wasn't that. How did he actually end up failing successfully? I just want to know how she couldn't even hold on to the edge of the boat. That water looks so gross that there's zero chance that I'd ever do this. I honestly wouldn't even be mad because those puppies are way too cute. This cat's whole objective is causing as much chaos as possible. How does someone even become an expert rock skipper like this guy? Would you react the same way if this happened to you? I'd bet $1,000 that this guy is the first person to successfully do this. People getting scared by Halloween decorations always surprises me. This family was woken up by this incredibly loud tree frog, and they thought of the only way to stop it from making that loud noise. I really just want to know what was going on through little bro's head. Is this the world's quickest birthday celebration? This guy has worked this job for so many years that he's found the most optimal way to get it done as quick as possible. I don't know about you guys, but I had no idea it was even possible to sweep up water like this. I actually thought they came up with a good idea, but then I realized they could have just gotten into their cars. Is that the real Mjolnir, or is this girl just incredibly good at acting? I don't think a video has ever made me feel more confused. Imagine playing golf and then your ball lands right next to this guy.
Hello there.
This dog has to be one of the most chill dogs in the world to actually let her put on makeup on him like this. This frog really found one of the most random spots to chill.
Oi!
At the beginning I was extremely confused because I thought they were just random people. How did bro do one of the coolest tricks ever just to end up failing like this? I knew the splash was gonna be crazy as soon as the video started. I actually feel really bad because this poor guy is just trying to get a stronger back. She must have gotten that glass off of Temu because there's no way any normal one would do this. Playing piano on a parachute is probably something only 0.1% of the human population has ever done. This scene looks like something straight out of a Pixar movie where the baby chicks are planning their escape. Someone painted a frame-by-frame animation on this wall so that when people are in the high-speed train, it starts looking like something's actually running out there. He's 1,000,000% getting kicked out of this mall because there's no way he didn't do that on purpose. Next time I see a massive bug in a public bathroom, I might have to try out this trick. These guys figured out how to make a water x-ray with a bag filled with water, and it actually works very well. If I saw this guy at night while I was in an airport, I'd actually be incredibly freaked out. This guy was trying to show off for his girlfriend in front of him when all of a sudden he lost all of his aura. These guys figured out how to play table football but with real people, and it actually looks like a lot of fun. Clearly it was a terrible idea to put a drop-off right next to a bowling lane. The fact that he was actually able to save himself is honestly really impressive.
I'm dying. Help me.
This guy is either crazy or actually immune to the cold, because why else would he wear these clothes in the snow? If I caught a crazy fish that looked like this, I'd definitely never forget about it. Imagine making fun of someone for having a fail and then doing that exact fail yourself. I had no idea that you could do stuff like this while jet skiing, and now I actually want to try it. This is a great example of why adults should never try playing on a kid's playground. As soon as I realized what he fell into, it got a lot worse. Even though I don't have a strong fear of heights, I still feel like this lift would get me a little bit scared. Is this one of the meanest things you could do to your friend while they're asleep? The craziest part about this video to me is that the first girl actually made it. This guy decided to record him exploring an abandoned sewer tunnel by himself when he spotted the scariest thing that I've ever seen. If you got woken up like this for your birthday, would you be mad or would you find it funny? The screaming at the end is actually one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do it either. See you, Mikey.
I don't think I've ever seen someone make a bigger splash in my entire life. Whoever pushed him that hard is actually evil. You honestly can't even blame her for that. I've never seen a piñata get revenge before. Belly flopping into 6 inches of water is actually crazy. Imagine spending $500 on a beanbag for this to happen to it. Is it just me or does this swing look more fun than 99% of swings? Can someone please tell me if this is an actual magic trick or just CGI? She's so lucky that she wasn't standing right next to the fridge. If I saw that massive spider walking on water towards me, I might just dive into the water. Is this what ping pong players do when they lose their paddles? This is only something you and your friends would do after being way too bored. Why is bro cosplaying a turtle shell from Mario Kart? How is bro simultaneously living in the present and 500 years ago? Why did it take me so long to notice that one of the Pikachus was totally different? As soon as he started revealing it, it just went on forever. There's absolutely no way he didn't do that on purpose. Would you ever jump in a water like this guy with that massive creature right next to it? I'm not gonna lie, I actually got pranked by this video. I've never seen someone make themselves fall as hard as this guy just did. How's it even possible to get outplayed by a dog in soccer like this? As soon as I noticed the scooter, I knew exactly what he was gonna do. Imagine going bowling and then a skydiving rat lands directly in front of you.
Help me.
Do you think you would be able to do this on your first try? You should never mess with wild geese, otherwise they might do this to you. I think she needs to get her license revoked immediately. Is this the craziest pizza trick shot in all of history? Bro actually just transformed his head into the sun for a second.
That's very effective. Oh my god!
Elephants really enjoy doing some of the most random things ever. This actually happened to me before, and I unfortunately scraped my arm on this massive rock underwater. This slide might just be the most dangerous thing I've ever seen. This dog just figured out the best way possible to get the donut from his owner. How did she actually just turn into a human go-kart? As soon as he tripped, his mood did an instant 360. There's zero chance this is the most efficient way to get insulation on your ceiling. The fact that he didn't listen to his warning and failed is my favorite part. You couldn't pay me $2,000 to ever try this insane ramp. I'd never buy one of these machines after seeing so many crazy fails with them. This shows exactly why you should never drain a pool exactly like this. I was wondering why he was wearing a helmet until I saw that happen. This guy is easily the best skimboarder I've ever seen, and he's not even at the ocean. Did these people actually catch the real Thor on video? I'm not sure what I expected to be in that trash can, but it definitely wasn't that.
Hello there.
Bringing an entire wall down to not be dunked into water might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. The fact that it was a girl chasing them with the spider makes this 10 times funnier. This guy might actually be a real-life bee whisperer. After seeing so many videos like this, there's no way I'd ever try a massive slingshot. This is why you should always be careful if you're on one of your local carnival rides. I've never seen someone successfully scare a tiger away until seeing this video. Imagine going to sleep on the beach just to wake up to two really friendly seals cuddling with you. Releasing balloons into the air is already a bad idea, but doing it under a power line is a million times worse. In my opinion, their laughing afterwards is actually evil. Even though whales are usually friendly, if that many showed up right next to me, I'd get pretty scared. This guy was swimming under ice in his frozen pool when he almost passed up the entrance, but thankfully he noticed it was directly behind him. I don't know what kind of super roach this is, but if I saw this in my room, I might have to burn it down. Imagine tripping on absolutely nothing and then trying to play it off like this. I've never thought about overinflating an air mattress, but now I kind of want to try it. The fact that it said thank you afterwards is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Got you, Larry! Yes, bro! He said thank you!
She should have gotten up immediately after hearing all of those cracks.
Fresh air. It's like pure.
It's a good thing he was wearing a helmet because I didn't expect all of that to happen.
I'm dying. Help me.
Waking up to being waterboarded from a hole in your ceiling has to be the worst way to wake up ever. Even though they're wild animals, dolphins actually really enjoy human company. The guy recording is either super courageous or just crazy for filming that close to a massive tornado. These mountain goats looked so confused after noticing a human actually hiked up there too.
Huh?
If I walked outside to notice my chicken was swinging in a swing set, I wouldn't even know how to react. There's gotta be at least $5,000 worth of toilet paper to cover that much of an area. The guy talking to her the entire time is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
What can I tell you? What did I tell you?
I don't care if I'm not actually touching the water, there's no way I'd sit next to that many massive sharks. This is definitely the craziest way anyone's ever moved a washer out of the 8th floor. This painting is so realistic that I didn't even notice it was one. This guy has a robot that will actually pull him around on a surfboard, and if he lets go, it will start following him. Living in a country where a massive water monitor can end up in your house randomly has to be crazy. These people spent thousands of hours setting up one of the craziest domino towers I've ever seen, and it actually went perfectly well. Bro put his legs on spaghetti mode. I knew he was gonna fail, but not like that. I would never trust another jet skier again. Imagine getting pranked by the pins while bowling. Am I crazy, or did he just try to balance himself on the water? Bro was definitely never getting that close to the water ever again.
Help me.
I actually couldn't predict this video at all. You genuinely have to be a terrible golfer for this to even be possible. I actually don't think this could have gone any worse. I guarantee he was incredibly scared as soon as he started picking up speed. I'd hate to work at a carnival because I feel like this happens all the time. Seals and dolphins are the only creatures that can actually airbend like the Avatar. If someone did this to me, as soon as they sat down that cup, I'd be gone out of that room instantly. Did anyone else think it was all water at first?
Cohasset.
I've seen way too many zipline fails to ever get on one that's homemade ever again. The fact that all the cows reacted instantly is pretty funny. I don't think I'd ever trust anyone to hit a golf ball out of my pocket like this. Can someone please explain to me what's going on in this video, because I've never been more confused. If he's trying to knock it down, why would he ever stand on it at the same time? Even though this is definitely not allowed at a skate park, it looks like a lot of fun. The person he was sprinting towards was probably so scared for a second. As soon as she heard that first crack, she should have backed down instantly. Even after watching twice, I still can't figure out what was going so fast underneath them. This is the most successful recreation of the Spider-Man meme that I've ever seen. Where did these dudes even find a bench that can be driven? Is this the best save ever caught on camera? Whoever's recording is definitely braver than me. Why did the music make this video 10 times better? It's clear you're definitely not supposed to go on this slide when it's wet.
That's all great.
I really thought he was extremely skilled until the end of the video. Whoever's recording has to be evil because he started recording and didn't even warn them. Look closely at his shoes because they end up disappearing completely. Waking up in your vacation home to a massive black bear inside is a crazy unique experience. Swimming in your flooded town might look fun, but the water is actually incredibly disgusting and filled with bacteria.
Enfermedad del diablo de aquí. Vente, Ana.
I'm not sure what this thing is, but I definitely want one now. I'm not gonna lie, this has to be the biggest overreaction ever caught on camera. The scary part about this is if the wind got stronger, he might be lifted up way too far. Imagine having one of these crazy slides in your backyard. I can't tell if the guy recording or the other people put that there, but it's still a pretty mean prank anyways. I'm really wondering what in the world could have even caused this. If I was working at my job and then two pigs entered the room and left immediately, I'd think I was crazy. The little guy in the basket probably feels like he's going super fast. Sheep can actually be pretty mean, so I'm not surprised that he's running like that.
I'm dying. Help me.
How's it even possible to fit an entire human being inside of that?
What the is going on?
I'm pretty sure having a drivable Lego car is the biggest flex in the entire world. I just want to know how the janitor feels seeing this, knowing he has to clean it up immediately after. This is what happens every time you celebrate way too early.
I got it this time.
Oh my.
It's actually a good thing she didn't notice it because she might have started panicking and made the shark notice her. This is definitely one of the most random talents anybody could ever develop. Does anyone else think this guy looks like Mr. Babinski from Coraline? This is a pretty crazy demonstration of how strong and fast an alligator's jaws can be. I've seen so many people try this that I want to try this with my friend. As soon as birds like this notice that you have any type of food that they like, they will not leave you alone until they get some. Every time I see a moose standing next to something I recognize, it always blows my mind how large they are. My friends and I call this a double wave, and it's when two waves combine and make a way bigger one. Even though it's definitely a little scary, this slide is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. If that rat ate one more little bit of cheese, he definitely wouldn't be able to fit through there. This guy's spider sense was going off and he knew someone was gonna push him into the cake, but he didn't expect them to have a second one. I don't know what bro was training for, but I'm definitely invested.
Hit the ball today and stood farther back from the ball.
That's honestly exactly what he gets for wearing sandals like that outside. Does anyone know what the name of this incredibly cute little creature is? The guy laughing made this video 10 times funnier. For the first 3 seconds, I was fully prepared for him to get wiped out. I hate the fact that she was so close to getting it, but then decided to slow down. I've never heard a carbonated bottle like this make a sound like an actual rocket engine. If I saw this thing behind me while I was driving, I'd immediately think I was in a horror movie. I hate to say it, but holding anything that's multiple thousands of dollars next to a cliff like this is really just not smart. I'm not sure what I expected these weird cars to do, but it definitely wasn't that. This lady is 10% Red Hulk. The fail was funny, but what actually dropped out of that plate? This is what happens when dads try to show off. How did she hit it 3 times at once? That was just a terrible idea to begin with.
I'm dying. Help me.
Them having fun at work turned into a $1,000 loss. Imagine sleeping on a boat when every 5 minutes this will happen. This guy either has magic powers or is insanely good at editing. If that was me, I'd probably just quit this job instantly. He really tried playing with fire and regretted it instantly. This random dog has better balancing skills than 99% of the world. This guy took the words "hit the ball" a little too literally. If people would stop coming up with super dumb ways to exercise, then maybe this wouldn't happen. It's really all fun and games until those thin wires snap. My cat does this all the time and he's broken way too many expensive things. I've never felt my heart jump as hard as it did while watching this. This scene looks so crazy that I actually thought it was a video game at first. Trying this while holding a drink you just bought in your hand is actually crazy. Bro's laugh really made this video 10 times better. This is why you need to hold on to the person in front of you while on a jet ski. Imagine winning a game of pool because a random kitten helped you. Bro's getting a taste of his afternoon snack. This is easily the most dumb dog that I've ever seen caught on video. If this was me, I'd probably never try mini golf ever again. Why did they target the guy in the blue shorts every time? I've never seen an animal with no cares at all like this one. This is only something that would happen to you when you're already super mad. I think missing the pins from that close takes more skill than actually hitting them. How did Bro fall for the oldest trick in the book?
No way.
The guy in the suit is either the strongest person ever or he somehow has his foot in the arm. He really had 0% chance of ever getting across from the beginning. I don't know if that was the right way to do it, but it definitely worked.
Here, you do it.
Would you be mad if someone randomly did this to your food? For being his age, he's definitely a super serious coach.
Man, Amir, we have to get an open ring out.
He really started rethinking his life after that fail. I think his friend knew what would happen because he laughed a little too quickly.
Papa Wheelie.
How did she prove the meme right instantly?
I asked him how he's been.
I went in one of these before and someone was actually able to stand up on the wall. I have a feeling this guy's real name is actually Peter Parker. This is a scene straight from the movie Titanic. Whoever keeps coming up with these weird hairstyles needs to be arrested immediately. I really just want to know where this baby even learned how to do this.
What? She is.
I can't believe people still haven't learned their lesson with eating food next to seagulls. The level of balance and general skill needed to do this is actually superhuman. You couldn't even pay me $1 million to walk into a stadium filled with this many disgusting bugs. Judging by the sound, this guy just made the most painful belly flop of the century. I didn't even know until seeing this video that skipping a rock backwards was possible. Imagine driving 30 minutes to play badminton with your friend when a seagull comes and takes it right out of the air. I don't know if it's weirder that it landed on its hat or the fact that there's an owl flying on the ocean. Even though he got warned, he really just let his intrusive thoughts win.
We don't want to get all wet in the middle of a walk forest.
I thought this tattoo was bad until they put on the different colored lenses. As soon as I saw him on that extremely small slide, I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Help me.
This hotel actually hired a hawk to be able to get rid of all the birds that sit outside of it. When my younger sister was this age, she did the same thing but with the mosquito hawk and actually put it in her mouth. He almost had the coolest video of his life when he decided to risk it a little too much. I didn't even know it was possible to be pranked by something like this. This girl wanted to be trapped inside of a slime bubble and it actually worked perfectly. These scary little creatures are known as bobbit worms, and chances are that every time you've been to the beach you probably stepped on one. Jump roping with 100 pounds like this guy takes the Hulk's level of strength. Even though at the end she said she was aiming for her legs, I highly doubt that. Even though it's pretty funny, there's no way I'd ever buy anything from inside a freezer that someone was laying in. I've never seen a planned out prank backfire as hard as this one just did. This is definitely the craziest bike trail I've ever seen, and I'd actually really want to go on this. It honestly went pretty well for way longer than I thought it would. I thought the last Coke hairstyle that we just saw was weird, but this one definitely takes the award for weirdest hairstyle ever. Drone shows have become so advanced that I really feel like we're living in the future.
Not to compare myself to a city, but there's a lot that's happened in the last decade.
This really seems like a trap set up for him straight out of Tom and Jerry. This guy figured out a way to actually drive his living room around, and I really wish I had this.
Just cruising around in the living room doesn't get any better.
You steer with that?
Yeah, that's my steering wheel.
This dog is so smart that he actually was able to learn how to drive, and now he goes with his owner everywhere. In my opinion, they have way too much trust in the strength of that rope. This guy fell asleep at a dart championship and the entire crowd decided to play a prank on him. Bro was so ready for the prank that he decided to pull the prank on himself. I just found the craziest video of a guy swimming under ice. Click the video on screen to watch.